We are back here at the range getting some content for you guys, but real quick, I got a couple questions about what do I carry every day. So my EDC, my everyday carry. I carry a couple different things. This is the bag that I carry everything in. I know it seems a little silly, but me personally, I like to carry a little bit more than regular just because you never know what could happen in the real world. Things can go south very quickly. So I'm just going to kind of break it down, just kind of show you guys what I carry, and then, just go from there. But just to start, go through the small pocket first. So just kind of pulling things out. Got a pair of headphones, listen to music. Maybe you're on the phone, need to communicate with people. Gum, I chew gum religiously. And then a pen for anything that I might need to write down, especially if I have to apply a tourniquet to somebody. I want to have that instrument so that way I can write down the time, the date of when it was placed on there. So that way when EMS or police officers get on scene, they can go ahead and do their job more proficiently. Flashlight, you can't ever go wrong with flashlight. This is the Streamlight ProTac 2L-X. I think this is 1,000 lumens, and then it's got a strobe on it. And I know it has a low setting. Yeah, so I think the low setting is like 400 lumens, high setting is 1,000 lumens, and then obviously that strobe. But, just in case if you're in a store and, things go dark and it's 10 o'clock at night and you're by yourself or with your girl or whatever, and, you need a little bit of light, always good to have a flashlight on you. So in the big pocket, this is my inside the waistband holster. It's a Bravo concealment. It's super cheap. I think it was like 25, 30 bucks off of Amazon. I know that there's way better quality out there, but for me personally, it does the job that I need personally. I'm not looking for something where I have a magazine canted sticking out. Just because me personally, in this bag, I do carry an extra mag at all times just because of how the bag is set up. So Bravo concealment holster, there's no retention on this. It's literally just the inside the waistband holster. So just place it here, gun goes in, gun comes out. Another thing that I always carry is shears, especially like tactical shears. So these are just foldable shears. They just fold out just like that. And then they have a little measuring on the side. These are just good for, let's say, for instance, you get in a really bad wreck and, your leg's trapped and, you need to cut your clothes off because that's one of the things that might be pinching you in. You can't get out. Great to have shears on. I really like these because they just fold in. And then another thing is they also have like a little seatbelt cutter right here. So let's say, again, you get trapped in the car, you get trapped in a situation where you need to cut something really quickly, slide that in, cut the seatbelt off, get it out of there, get yourself to safety. And then also I do like that it comes with a little pouch in its own. Another thing, knife. This is my favorite knife. It is a CRB knife. I don't know what kind of blade it's called. I got it off of a buddy of mine. I saw him have it and I was like, hey, what knife is that? That's badass. I really like it. And then it's super rigid, super durable, and this knife is super sharp. I've cut many cans of tuna open whenever I needed a quick protein snack, and this knife hasn't dulled yet. So really easy to use. And a knife, honestly guys, you can use a knife for damn near anything. And it's good for self-defense as well in case you don't have a firearm with you. That's it for that pocket. Now for the good stuff. So, show clear. So this is my Glock 47. So quick breakdown. I got a Holosun 507C. I think it's a VX2. So it's an X2. We got the traditional TLR1 high lumen string light. So that is 1,000 lumens with a strobe setting as well. So basically regular and then strobe. And then you can go static. So I really like this light just because it fits well in my palm. And then whenever I'm presenting, it's just super easy to use. Nothing super fancy done to it. There's no Radian Raptor on there. There's no flared magwell. I mean, it's just a regular Glock 47 with an optic and a light on it. But I've always been a Glock guy. That's kind of how I started. I do rotate though. So if I'm not going to use my Glock, I will go ahead and use my Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0. This is my duty carry gun. So I carry this gun religiously every single day that I'm on the job. I have more rounds through this gun than I do with my Glock, but I do train with both. I cannot stress this enough, guys. If you're going to carry a firearm every day, you need to be training with it. You need to be dry firing. You need to be going to the range. You need to be proficient with your weapon. It is a weapon. It is meant to protect you and those that you care about, okay? One of the things that I really like that I saw in a video with Lucas from, the company he used to be with, is you don't want to just call it a gun. It's a weapon. Respect it for what it is. These are very powerful things. You got to respect it and treat it with the right type of attitude, or else some bad things can happen. So anyways, but yeah, M&P 2.0, quick breakdown. It's also got a Holosun 507 V2 on it, and then a TLR1 high lumen streamlight. I keep all of my guns pretty much the same setup, because if you start to change up everything on every single pistol, now you have to get used to a bunch of different variables. And for me personally, I like consistency. The really big reason why I train with the M&P the most is because I carry it on duty. I'm working 12-hour shifts. I'm working 4 or 5 days a week. I need to be proficient with this firearm in case shit were to ever hit the fan in the most terrible way. So that's one of my other carries. So between those, that's what I go back and forth with. Now, through this pouch, like I said, I do always carry an extra mag. Reason that I got this bag in particular is because it has these little slides right here. Keeps a good retention, so the mag's not going to go anywhere. I slide it in, it stays there, and then, you know, just keep going about your day. Now, let's say I'm doing some executive protection work and I have a client and, you know, they want that kind of undercover look. I'm probably going to keep a lot more stuff in here, like a tourniquet. I'm going to keep some chest seals in there. I'm going to keep, you know, some glow sticks just in case to mark where we're at, in case if I ever need EMS as an emergency response. But really, guys, this is my basic EDC setup. It's super simple. So if you really look at everything, it's pretty much less than a dozen items. You got your firearm, holster, pin, shears, gum, flashlight, knife, holster for the shears, and then some headphones. That's really it. It's super simple. It's not complicated. You don't need to carry the world for your everyday carry. I've seen so many people post their everyday carries on social media, and they will have 25 things, when in reality, you could lose half of that and still be just as proficient. Train with what you got, get very proficient with what you have, and continue to develop the skills that are going to save your life and potentially others as well. It's good to know what you have and what you can do with it, rather than just have it and just be like, oh, I have a gun. Oh, I have a weapon. You need to train. We all need to train. We always need to get better. So that's my EDC carry, guys. If you guys want to see anything else, like, comment, subscribe, drop a comment. I want to know what you guys want to see. I want to bring this content to you guys so that way we can all engage with this. But this channel is just a regular dude like myself that enjoys guns, works in a field where, you know, I wear a bulletproof vest for a living, so I got to be proficient with it. But at the end of the day, always got to love some big boy toys. But with that, guys, y'all have a good day. Have a good night. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.